You know, we always tell you to be aware of your surroundings. Well, folks, here's why. A woman just finished loading her groceries and her 2-year-old into her car at Central Market. This is on Westheimer in Highland Village, 3:40 in the afternoon. She noticed men in a black car pull up next to her, acting suspicious. As she was backing out, surveillance video shows a guy hop out of the car with a gun and try to open her car door. That's when police say she panicked and hit the accelerator, and it is a good thing she did. That scared the two men off, but these guys are still out there and could strike again. So if you recognize the vehicle or those guys, call police.
Shalom, Saints. This is your brother Gideon. I wanted to talk to y'all today about something personal that came up recently when I was out a date night with me and my beloved wife. Okay, so it's nighttime. It's around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're coming out of a place for dinner, you know, to enjoy ourselves. And all of a sudden, in the parking lot, as we're coming out of the restaurant, I noticed a fella. So imagine, here it is, I'm coming out of, you know, said store, all right? And we're coming out and we're walking. And as I'm coming across the parking lot, all right, I've got a lot of traffic right now because everybody wants to do everything. So as we're coming across, I see out in the distance, there's a hooded fella, all right? And right now, I'm just give you a little bit more description. The temperature was around about, I think about 51 degrees, okay? So the temperature is about 51 degrees outside, and this guy's got shorts on and like, what's kind of Lon Johns looking things, black. He had a blue hoodie on, dark blue hoodie on, and was over, and his face was masked. Just looks really out of place, hands in his pocket. So he's walking, you know, he's coming up, he's got his deal like this. And I see him, you know, he looks at me from a distance. Now, the distance we're talking about is roughly about, I say at the time when I came out and I spotted him, he was maybe about 180 yards away. Like, so I'm talking way over across the parking lot. All right, but what really kept me off, because remember, when you come out, your situational awareness is very important in just about any scenario, in every scenario, as a matter of fact, when you're coming out. So you want to scan the parking lot, and that's what I was doing. So I'm scanning, and I'm looking for immediate threats, close to me and far out. So it's, you start here and then start going out. All right, so my immediate area, as soon as I walk out, I'm looking left, right, I did it backwards, left, right, and then I'm starting scanning out more and more, okay? And I'm looking way out there. So here it is, I'm with my wife, walking out, looking left, I look right, I start scanning the parking lot coming in, I'm doing figure eights. I'm doing figure eights as I'm scanning, my eyes are going up, my eyes are going down, I'm scanning left, right, doing a natural look around, turn around, looking left, looking right, come around, and I see this guy way out there, and he just looks something odd about him. You know, it's not odd to have a hoodie on and cold, but I just find it kind of odd how you dress in the area where we are, what we call, like I said, islands. Okay, we're in a pretty affluent area where it's nice little restaurants and stuff like that. Why are you dressed like that this time of night in that scenario? It just looked off, you know. A lot of people talk about stereotyping. Well, sometimes stereotyping, because it works, you know, and sometimes it is what it is. So, like I said, going back to scenario, here he is, he's, you know, doing this deal, and he sees us coming out, and he's walking like this, and I look at him, and he does this, and his pace starts picking up, and I said, oh shit, okay, this is what we're doing tonight? Okay, this it's been a while. Since 2008, I ain't put somebody under the earth. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. This is what we're gonna do. All right, so I pull my wife next to me. Hey, and I let her know immediately, hey, be alert, there's something going on. I told her, I said, hey, there's a guy over there. Hey, check him out. I'm letting her know, hey, there's someone out there. She's strapped, I'm strapped. And immediately, I'm carrying my little fanny pack, because I'm not dressed like this. I just get off the motorcycle. And I got my little fanny pack and I got my little gun in it. And I immediately get into action, get my gun ready. So, but there's something else I want to do, just like CQC or CQB. Angles and distance, all right? So he's at a distance away and he's speeding towards me. But what I want to do, as we're coming up to the vehicle, all right, imagine, so it is me and my wife, we're coming up to the vehicle, and the scenario is similar to right here. We're coming this way. I got her on this side, right here, and he's coming from this angle towards me. Now, what I want to do is create distance and angles, all right? Because they can be to your benefit or your demise if you don't use them correctly. So as I'm coming up, driver's side, instead of then immediately, like imagine the car being this way. So the passenger side's on this side and the driver's side, I didn't just try to get here, okay. What I did was, as he was coming up, I got over here, and at this point, right here, I pulled out. Weapon in action, lights ready, I'm ready to go. I got a red dot on mine, I have a light ready to go, and I'm walking around the car, and I'm watching him, all right? I got her in tow, like literally hands on her. I have my hands on her at that time, and I'm walking around, okay, creating distance. So now I have a natural barriers between me and that possible assailant. So if something was to pop off, then I can immediately go into action and take care of them from that distance while keeping her covered. Understand? So what I did was, he's coming up and I grab her, the driver's door on this side, all right? I didn't unlock yet, okay? I came up, key unlocked, right here, beep, beep. As he's coming around, I'm watching him. We stop, I pause, and I'm waiting for him, keeping my wife away from him. And this idiot decides that he wants to come in this direction. So I plant her, and I'm just like this, all right? As he's coming around, she gets in the car, she's got her weapon on her ready, and he noticed at that point that this was not a good scenario for him. Because as I'm literally, this asshole came from way over the parking lot and comes like cutting right through, all right? So I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Like I said, ain't my first time, ain't my first rodeo. So he's coming around, he walks out, I'm over here, and I just watch him. As he's sitting here just like this, I'm like this, just waiting. As he rolls through, if he had made just a blink, it would pow! I've been right on, just like literally on his ass. Like I'm sitting here, she's in a safe spot, gun ready, phone's out, ready to call the police. And if something happened, if he had just turned in my direction, it would have been like, you're done. But see, here's the scenario. I don't know his intentions. He could have just been a dumbass. You don't want to just rip your gun out and start pointing at people. That's called a crime. That's how you get your license pulled away. So I know a lot of people would think, oh, well, I would just, hey nigga, do it sideways, gangster shot. That's not how real life works, okay? Because you don't know what people got going on. Some people have illnesses, they have mental issues, whatever, or just, he might have not been paying attention. Maybe I read that scenario wrong. But like I said, I don't believe I did, but him seeing me ready to go. Now remember, I'm also visually scanning for other threats. I'm not so focused in, okay? One of the main things that helped me during combat was I had good situational awareness of the battlefield, all right? Full spectrum, okay? Full spectrum warfare. You all constantly have to focus on who's where they are, what's going on. Natural, like so it's a combat situation. I know we got gunfire coming over here. We're in contact over here. We're supposed to be going in this direction for making contact with enemy, but we made contact over here. But I need to move this direction to get behind cover. So what do I have? What kind of air assets do I have? What kind of ISR? What's going on? What's my radio? What do I got? How much ammo? Everything. I'm thinking about all these different things in my head as I'm moving. Shoot, move, communicate. So I'm still using that same type of mindset in this situation. Where she is, how much ammo she's got. She's ready. She got her phone. I'm looking at other people. Is there anyone else out here? Where's the security cameras? I've already put myself under a camera and a light to give me the best situational awareness. If someone does come, I'm naturally under light so I can see, all right? If something happens, I don't want to be in the dark. I want to see the crevices and see if anybody's around my vehicle, which I do a good sweep anyway. I normally would sweep by my vehicle just like that. But in this scenario, this is how I handle it. I'm not saying I handle it perfectly, but I'm still alive. My wife is safe, and I'm just letting you know, be aware, especially during this time. Now, that was very close to the holiday season, as a matter of fact. I think it was around Christmas, close to it anyway, when we went out. It was that weekend. I think we went out that Thursday night or something like that. I think we went out that Thursday. So it would have been during that time frame. So there's a lot of things going on, but just be ready. That's why I'm saying your weapons, night sights, red dot sights, lights. Make sure when you leave your home, you upgrade, put around in the chamber, do what you need to do. Make sure that you have all the supplies and everything that you need, because you don't know the scenario. Now look at me. I wasn't expecting it, or hoping for it rather, but I'm always expecting it. If something shit like that does go off, I'm gonna be ready, because I need to have my family safe. I want my family to be safe, and I want your family to be safe. But if you don't take this serious, it could be the last thing you ever see or do. You're going out with your wife, your family, whatever, and then boom, before you know it, you got a gun in your face. That's just not gonna happen to the kid. I'm just not trying to hear that, okay? I'm not trying to hear that. So I'm gonna get them before they get me. All right. So I'm not gonna overreact or react. I'm gonna just be aware of what's going on to me all the time. You know what I mean? Identifying threat, no threat. Is he a threat? Is he not a threat? That's what you have to do, okay? So if you got any questions, please, let's talk about it. Let's have a dialogue. It is important that on this channel that you make a comment, especially if you have a question, because the question that you ask may save someone else's life. I'm not doing this for kicks. If I wanted to do this, I would go mainstream YouTube. I'm doing this because I love my family, Israel. So I want to increase you by making sure that you have good situational awareness and understanding of these things. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will answer it. If I can't, I will find the answer for you, okay? So in the meantime, bless y'all. Thanks for listening. Shalom, shalom.